Greg, how's it going? Oh, I gotta move the board. Brent, how you doing? I still have the board up there. How you doing? Welcome in. Thank you, Brent, for the Go Popular. How's it going today? How you doing? How you feeling? Sicilian fan, welcome in. How you doing, Brent? Did you get some sleep? Russell, how you doing? How you doing, Mr. Friend? I like that you call me Tabitha. I'm good. How are you? Mr. Drew, welcome in. How you doing, James? Bingo, welcome in. Heavy. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate you. Give yourself a haircut? Okay. Do you just cut it all off, Brent? Good morning to you, James. How you doing? I enjoyed you last night, James. I enjoyed you. You came up and played the game with me. I appreciate you. Brent, thank you for liking it live. Physics bro, how you doing? How's it going? How you doing, King Wills? Welcome in. Peace and joy. How are you? Texas T, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? Physics bro, how you feeling today? Physics bro, I don't know if you were here last night when we were playing the game. I won all the Connect 4. Me and Brent did a rematch and he beat me that time. Thank you, Russell, for the bags. That's a new gift in the gift gallery. Thank you. Thank you, Russell, for helping me out with my live goal. I done good. Thank you, James. I take that as a huge compliment coming from you. A man that's well-traveled and has done as many things as you have done, I appreciate that. Alan Jakes, amen. Praise Jesus. Am I afraid of bugs? No, I can't be afraid of bugs being out here. Yeah. I played quite a few people last night in Connect 4. That whole little strategy where I looked up the tips, I threw that out the window and I just went with me playing what I feel like was gonna work, and that worked better. I'm on 240 acres, but I don't own that. I'm just renting out a couple of acres. You just finished painting your home? It's so hot. What's the temperature there? Russell, thank you for the heart, me. Russell, how you doing today? It's okay right now. Our community just teared up. Thank you, James, for the donut. Oh, that's way too hot. When am I moving? I'm looking for land. I've been really pushing myself. Like when I get off the live during the day and after I'm done cooking and stuff like that, I get on my phone and I'm looking. And then when I get off live at night, I'm looking, constantly looking for land. I started expanding my search into Missouri, like the Ozarks. Carl Cash, welcome in. Ben Edward, how's it going? From falling down on Monday. It's still sore, but it's better. You remembered, Russell. Lolly, thank you for the follow. Carl Cash, thank you for the rose. Thank you, James, for the donut. It's still sore. Like I can't lay on that side, but it's better. I'm doing good, Alan. And his wife will sometimes call us in the evening and the conversation can go, oh, that's cool though. Like that has to be some good conversation. Need a bite if you don't mind. Here you go. Here you go. You can have a bite. I'll share. Carol, thank you for the follow. But yeah, I've been really looking for land. I don't like shopping. I struggle when I'm presented with a lot of choices. A lot of choices are kind of overwhelming for me. So when I'm looking for land, it kind of feels like that. And it's uncomfortable because it's expensive and I want to make the right choice because it's not only is it going to affect me, but it's going to affect my girls. It's going to affect my mom because I eventually want my mom to be there with me. And so I'm looking at different things. And, you know, I want to be very far out, but I don't want it to be so far out because as to have my family super isolated. Um, I want to be kind of close where they can drive and go do stuff they want to do. I don't know, but I'm praying, asking God to lead me and help me. I'm just looking all over and I'm trying to pinpoint exactly where I want to be. Thank you, James, for the rose. What happened, Russell? Do I use land? Sometimes I look on there. Halo, good morning to you. Sometimes it's more of a problem to have choices. I struggle with a lot of choices. Reginald, welcome in. Good morning to you. Anthony Rodriguez, welcome back. How are you? How you feeling today? I can't remember. These are not my favorite apples, but these are okay. There's one, I get them from, so my favorite place to get apples is from a farm in East Tennessee. It's in Cosmic, Tennessee. I usually go, um, I usually go in the fall and go get apples, but I can't get there all the time. And I'll buy like a bushel of apples, but there's some good apples. They sell them at Aldi, but they don't have them all the time. How you doing, Terrence? Yeehaw! Thank you, Russell. Thank you, kind sir. How's it going, Antonio? Jeremiah, God's phone number. I'll see you, Reginald. How's it going, Antonio? How you feeling today? My name, welcome back in, Robin. How's it going? But yeah, I'm forcing myself to look. I'm like, I want to get land. In July, this will be a year 11 for me being here. So next month, I'll be here for 11 years. Thank you, Tyrone, for the level of sparks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'm pushing myself to look. Cutting the grass, I don't know. I don't want to today. I have to wake up. It's too late for me to do it. I can't. The heat is too much right now. I have to either do it super early or super late. My day is going good, Scott. Welcome back in. Hot rides, I don't know what you're talking about. Krishna, welcome in. Yeah, when I do stuff outside, I wake up early. Like sometimes while it's still dark. Exagos, welcome in. How you doing today? Dice República, ¿cómo estás? What did I have for breakfast? This apple. This apple. I needed to go to the store yesterday, but after the skate park, I wasn't feeling good. I had a migraine yesterday, and I took Yo-Yo to get some food, and then I was like, Yo-Yo, we gotta go home. I gotta lay down. I don't know. But I drank some water, I came in the woods, I took a nap, and then when I woke up, I was better. How you doing, Dita? ¿Cómo estás? Biscuits? I want some biscuits. What kind of biscuits? Rasadobe 7448. Peace to you. Andamos bien, qué bueno. Qué bueno. Amor Fati, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Exagos. I appreciate you. I found an acre for 20K there. Where? Where at? Bien. Estamos bien. Mis niñas están bien. Mi mamá, mi papá, todos están bien. Mi mamá bien. Trabajando mucho. Como siempre. Ella trabaja mucho. Siempre trabajando. Are you safe? Isn't that aircraft? Yes, it is. I don't want you looking at my cards. Y'all be cheating? I don't be cheating, but I do. You know, I can. First to play on here, I do look at. I have to see the cards. On TikTok, I can swipe over and dim my like brightness on my screen, and I won't see the cards. But if I'm dual streaming, I'll see the cards. You're doing good on cutting down on the makeup. Don't don't you start an organic business and be positive? I don't want to do that. Be put charcoal. Hmm? I don't want. I'm not interested in any of that. I don't want to make makeup. Cameroon. I did at one point. I had a makeup business. I don't want to do that no more. Cameroon, thank you for the rose. Thank you for the gifts. I love you. If I do this right, maybe I will get to snuggle with someone like you. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not here to connect with anybody romantically. Gigi, welcome in from Croatia. Okay, Big Nate, go for it. You ever spend the night with the 10 outside? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Sorry, I don't know what happened with that. Yes, I have. Blackie21, welcome in. Traffic is good today. That's good. I have. I've been thinking about buying another tent so I can do that. It was pretty cool. In the summer, it was nice. If you had to sacrifice one, which would it be? I'm just welcome in. It's okay, Tony. It's okay. Peace to you. Probably, I don't know. Maybe my sense of smell. I need to see. I know what it's like to not be able to see. Because when I was younger, I shared with you guys I had an eye injury where I hit my left eye on some wooden furniture and I had to have eye surgery. They took muscles out of my right eye and put them in my left eye, and I had to wear patches on both eyes for a while. And then I had to wear a patch over this eye to use the weaker eye. Yes, I'm home. It was just uncomfortable, and I want to be able to see stuff. I need, but it's funny because when I'm doing certain things, and I didn't notice this, when I'm doing certain things with my hands, I won't always look. Like, I look away, and I'm able to use my fingers to like see in a way. Like, some things I do better without looking. Like, if I can't see something, but I can reach it, I can kind of feel around and figure it out. I do well with doing stuff like that, if that makes sense. But I like my eyesight. And I want to be able to hear music, the birds. I love music. I want to be able to taste food, fruit. So probably my sense of smell. Although that would suck. But what about you guys? Honest, thank you for the follow. Am I homeless? No, I live in the woods. I have a tiny house. Those are cicadas. Tate, how are you? Harishana, welcome in. No, it's not a rattlesnake. We have copperheads out here, but we don't have. I ain't never seen a rattlesnake. I'm doing good, Cowboy7. What about you guys? If you had to give up one of your five senses, what would it be? Smell can go? No, I wouldn't be. If there was rattlesnakes just chilling out here that I knew of, I wouldn't be out here sitting like this. Absolutely not. Abdullah, welcome in. Take the whole nose. I don't know if I could live off grid if I couldn't be able to see. I could still be out here if I could hear, but even that would pose kind of like a risk, a danger. If I couldn't see but not be able to hear, you need hearing. Sometimes you may not be able to hear something, but you can see something, but you can hear. Yeah. 10, thank you for the follow. Mr. Hustle, welcome back in. How you feeling today? From Cali? What part of Cali are you from? I'm doing good, Mr. Hustle. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you for the harmony, Mr. Hustle. Thank you, Maurice, for the compliment. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Yeah, I'm living off grid. I got a tiny house. It's on a trailer so I can move it. And I got solar, rain catchment. I got a wood burning stove. Okay, thank you, Mr. Hustle. Hope it goes by well. Genius, how you doing? Thank you for the me. What's going on with you, Genius? It's cool over here in the shade. You jealous? Oh, you don't gotta be jealous. Thank you, Maurice. See the video? No, I forget when I get off live. Line for Lambs, which video? You don't have a way to send it to me on here. Can you post a link under like my video I posted for today? Can you go and post a link? I can copy it. Do I know how to can food? Yes, I do. Thank you, Harishana. Where am I from? Texas. I'm in Texas. Abdullah. Janice, how you doing? How's your little one? What's going on? I try to grow a lot of food, but sometimes I wasn't here for almost a month because I was helping family and a loved one, and the deer ate my food. She good? DC, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm not related to Beyonce at all. I'm not related to Beyonce at all. I don't even look like Beyonce. Not even the least bit. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Jake, for the hand heart. Thank you, Milk, for the follow. Thank you, Jake. Thank you. Christian, welcome in. Thank you, Maurice. Via TikTok? Okay, I'll check it. I get passed for her cousin? Halle Berry, I got that a lot, James, because I used to have a short haircut. Thank you, Jake, for the hand hearts. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Mia, thank you for the follow. I like Halle Berry. She pretty. She real pretty. I don't mind being told I look like her. Thank you, Lions for Lambs. Thank you, Man. Halle Berry is beautiful. I think if I were to see her in real life, I probably would stare a little bit, you know? I would, yeah. I have a couple. I had my final hearing last week. How did it go, Janice? Cardi B's sister? Oh. You naming all the light-skinned women. Thank you, Max Prince. Thank you, Man. Valdi, welcome in. Valdi, how's it going? Motivational. MJ, welcome in. Thank you for that follow. Black Money, how's it going? Yay! Congratulations, Janice. Congratulations to you. Aw, I'm happy for you. Black Money, thank you for the follow. Roxanne, welcome in. Chocolate Chip, welcome back. Thank you for liking the live. Marnie? She right here. Oh, I'm sorry, Mama. She was sitting underneath my chair. I'm sorry, Mama. You okay? Did I disturb you? I'm sorry. Yeah, you're so pretty. She was sitting underneath my chair. I didn't even realize it. You doing okay? You can't get up here. You got dirt on you. You got the dirt on you. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Yeah. How you doing, Robert? You want to come up here? You can sit on the side, just not on my white dress. Come on. You want to come? Brent, thank you for the roses. Oh, thank you. He gave me a nice bouquet. So, my ceiling fan is not working in the tiny house. It turns. Le da vuelta, pero it don't cool down the space, so I'm gonna be working on that this weekend. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But I've had it for 11 years, so it's about time, right? The ceiling fan don't last that. They don't normally last that long, right? Does anybody know? Yeehaw! How you doing, Halo? Thank you, Rosa, for the hat and the mustache. Helping me out with my live goal. I'm super interesting. What's the but for? You said but you're super interesting. What happened? Why you say but? What's the but? How you doing, 13? You got good use out of time for a new? Yeah, I'll get another one. Another one. Let's see how it goes with me swapping it out. Really, after you take care of them? How do you take care of it? You keep it clean? No, let's see. Sometimes it cuts it out. Let me see. Buenas tardes, Jesús Torres. Why won't it let me see all your comments? Let's see. I just saw you asked me where was I from, and then you said, but you're super interesting. Portico fan works great from living in rural areas. I'm gonna look that up. Percy, welcome in. By not overwhelming the motor. Oh, okay. Charles, welcome in. Like not using it all the time. Thank you, Percy D, for the roses. What am I up to today? I don't know. Whatever today presents. Whatever presents itself today. I don't never plan anything. Sometimes I plan stuff, but I don't like planning stuff. I don't know. I give a rough draft for the day. I might do this, I might do this, I might do that. Thank you, Percy, for the roses. Portico fan. Leave them on 24. Oh no, I don't leave mine on for 24 hours a day. That would be a lot. I'd be afraid of like overheating or something like that. Regan, how's it going? Welcome in. Eldridge, how are you? How's it going? Thank you, Janice, for the rosas. Thank you, Janice. Is it true? So like in the regular houses, you know, the fan and the fans in the bathroom, is it true that if you leave them on for too long, It can start a fire. They can catch on fire. Boogie in the woods. Wow. I'm doing good, Regan. I'm doing very good. I appreciate you asking. Yeah, the exhaust fan. Physics posted, I just realized that I have 3 ceiling fans. All 3 are original to the home when it was first built in 2002, so I think Brent might have something there. Yours never did? I've heard people say, like, don't leave it on all the time, you know, turn it off. Thank you, James. Marnie, that's an apple core. Leave it alone. Anytime I chunk something, she always wants to go investigate. Turn it after showering. I never put the fans on high speed. I don't really use my ceiling fan. Like, just in the summertime we run it, but it's not on all the time. It's not on all the time. Marnie. How you doing, Kevin? Welcome in. Whenever I go to, like, my family's house or, like, loved ones' homes, and I'm there, and I'm just kind of looking around, you know. I know when you have more people in the house, you need more space. But I'm just like when I'm at my mom's house, I do a lot of cleaning, sweep and stuff like that. I'm like, man, this is a lot of sweeping. This is a lot of mopping. This is a lot of dishes. I just think about all the cleaning that I have to do, that I'm constantly doing. It's a lot of cleaning. I don't know. I've never been like, people ask, you know, like, what if you were to win the lottery, or, you know, would you get a bigger space? I'm like, no, I don't want a bigger space. For what? So I can put more stuff in it? I don't want a bigger space. I can be clean all the time. I like living in a clean space, right? The kitchen and bathroom absolutely have to be clean. I cannot go to sleep if there's dirty dishes in the sink. They got to be clean. The bathroom, I won't use the bathroom in a dirty bathroom. I'd rather go outside than to go use the bathroom in a dirty bathroom. Those places for sure have to be clean all the time. I'm very meticulous about that, right? But bigger spaces needs more to clean. I'm not a big fan of cleaning. Some people enjoy cleaning, you know, but I don't. I clean because I want to live in a clean space. You know, I like it to look pretty, and, you know, I want it to feel comfortable. But I don't want to spend most of my time, like on the weekends, people, they clean and stuff like that. I don't want to be doing that. I want to be doing what I want. Relaxing, reading, chilling. If you ever won the lottery, think on Western Union and custodian account. You must downsize. I really have to wash dishes. We have a system. What's your system? I wash dishes a lot. I wash dishes a lot. A lot. Especially when I'm in town. I wash so many dishes. I sweep both bathrooms. Take out the trash in both bathrooms. Clean the bathtub, the showers. Vacuum. It's a lot. I don't like doing that stuff. But you want it to be clean. If you use a dish, rinse it, put it in the dishwasher. We start it when it's full, so the sink is always clean and empty. So they have a dishwasher, but it's not ran all the time. And then my stepdad is very particular how we load the dishwasher. He said that we don't load the dishwasher right. I don't know. I like washing dishes by hand. But here at home, I wash all the dishes. I buy pretty dishes. You know, we use a lot of bowls and stuff like that, and they're smaller. I buy dishes that I think are pretty, so I want to wash them so I can keep them neat. How you doing, Joe? Welcome in. Bowl and pot. I don't know. I think I loaded fine, but I don't know about the girls if they loaded right. But my stepdad will take everything out of the dishwasher and load it back in. So I'm just like, but then it'll get too full and there's no spoons, there's no nothing like that. So it's like we're reaching in there to get silverware, and I'm like, what? I don't understand. I tell the girls, when you use a dish, just wash it after that. How you doing, Mike? If you use something, wash it. I'm doing good. If you use a dish or pot you cook or something like that, wash after you use it. Ronald, how's it going? Welcome in. And the yard must be kept nice as well. I don't know. And here at home, I don't really ask the girls to do a whole lot. I do everything. I'll ask them to gather wood for me. But as far as like cleaning the house and stuff like that, no. I sweep or I vacuum. Um, it's such a small space. It's not a whole lot to do. I do sweep and vacuum a lot. Ronald, thank you for the follow because it is a small space and we're bringing in dirt from outside, and but I wash the dishes. I don't ever ask them to wash the dishes, anything like that. What else? We have one closet in our bathroom, so I tell them just keep your stuff neat because we're all sharing that space. But that's about it. Yeah, I think that's the main thing I have them do is like gather wood for me. Cause like I use the small like twigs and stuff like that to start the fire. So I'll ask them, hey, can you gather little sticks? And gather a bunch of like a couple buckets apiece. So I'll tell them, can you go, y'all go grab me some sticks. No, I don't have a deep freezer. I didn't have a fridge up until maybe a year and a half. Let's see, maybe it's almost 2 years ago. Has it been 2 years? Maybe a year and a half. I have a little 12-volt fridge. That's a new addition. For a long time, I didn't have it. I started out with very minimal things because I wanted to see what I could do without. And I didn't know about off-grid living, so I didn't know what I could have, what I couldn't have. My little fridge, I could turn it up so it could like freeze stuff. So right now, I think it's set on 36. So most of that stuff in there is just like right on the verge of being frozen. If I want to cook something, I just take it out. Russell, thank you for the roses. I thought about getting an ice maker. So Yo-Yo, she's constantly asking Mom, can we get ice? Can we get ice? TJ, how you doing? Thank you, Russell, for the roses. 13 rumor has it that you defeated the greatest amazing. Hey, I won the first time, okay? I won the first time. Okay, we had a rematch. How you doing, TJ? How you feeling today? You know what? You know how he was able to beat me? Because DT, I was waiting to play DT. And he said he had to take a shower. So while I was waiting for that dude to take a shower, I played with 13 and he beat me. I told DT, I was like, while I'm waiting for you, I got beat. How you doing, Life Food Sports? Welcome in, sir. How you feeling today? How's your day going? Thank you, TJ, for the love you so much. Are you feeling better? Excuses. Dang. You see how it is? I won all them games last night. And what's brought up is the one that I lost. Sweet redemption. That's cold. That's a cold lick right there. I beat DT. I beat who I'm not gonna mention. I beat Brent, right? I beat Jay, I beat a few people. Almost brand new. That's good. I'm happy. County is going to lock up the teenage boy that unalive. Oh. In Frisco? I didn't mention it, Mike. I didn't mention it. Sweet, sweet redemption. I looked up strategies, how I could play better when I was already winning. And then I started listening to them. Last week I got beat bad. This week I'm like, I'm not following none of that. I'm gonna just do whatever I feel like is right. John, how's it going? I was just about I didn't even say your name, Mike, okay? I didn't even mention it. Mister, how you doing? Mr. T. How's it going? On your Yaman 34. Thank you, TJ, for the cherries. None of those other opponents matter, and it doesn't matter that you beat them. In fact, that's terrible. Meditate and accidentally become one with the universe. It is peaceful out here. It is very peaceful. You're doing good. Joseph, welcome in. Wheeling and dealing. Life was sports said. Thank you, TJ, for the cherries. He definitely spouting sour grapes. My mushroom drink, I didn't have no cream, I didn't have no milk, and it's cold already. Boo. What's wrong, Marnie? You okay? What's wrong, Mama? You alright? You okay? Self-defense in Texas is not a true thing. Doesn't it varies by county. You still salty? You don't gotta be salty, Mike. You don't gotta be salty, Mike. I love you. Don't be salty, Michael. Both won the game. Uno connect forward time. You don't gotta be salty, Michael. You gave me a hard time yesterday, Mike. Rock'em sock'ems. Rock'em sock'ems. You don't have to be. You don't have to be salty. I welcome in. Some articles, okay? We haven't read in a while. Let's see. Thank you, Mike. Did I miss the rock and roll? Did I miss it? Did it come up already? And I missed it. Aww. Jeff G, welcome in. I'm trying to pin it. I don't know what happened. Thank you, Mike, for the rock and roll. I don't know what happened. MJ, thank you for the follow. I don't know what happened. MJ, thank you for the follow from Baltimore. Sorry guys, it disconnected for a while. I missed Mike's gifts. I didn't get to see it. There you go. Look at it. It came up. That's cool. It still came up. It still came up. Thank you, Mike. I don't know what happened with the Wi-Fi. The Outlast starts Wednesday. This time in the jungle. We're gonna watch it. Thank you, Mike. Y'all wanna watch it? Outlast? We don't have to watch it on the live, but we can just watch it in our own spare time, you know, and yeah, talk about it. Jose Reyes, welcome in. Emo Tabby. I fell in love with the emo girl. Yeah, Outlast. We don't have to watch it, you know, on the live, but I want to watch it. So whoever wants to watch it with me, we can just watch it, you know, talk about it. We can get on Twitch and watch it together. Watch it together. Yeah, I said that there's a new season. It starts on Wednesday. This time it's in the jungle. Thank you guys for the likes. I don't know what's going on with the phone. All right, y'all wanna Space Daily. This one is from Space Daily. Oh, today, yeah, it's Wednesday. First episode. The first 6 episodes are out now. Y'all want to watch it? First 6 episodes are out. Tony, welcome in. In what jungle? Where Jason Mask would be epic over there? I'd scare. I'd scare somebody. Did the lighting change? I turned the relight on. Did it make a difference? Do they have fun? Paul, welcome in. How's it going? Overseas? No, I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas. Elise, you always prefer to binge? I like binge watching too. I do. Doesn't say info on the. Oh, okay. Alright, guys. This one is from Space Daily. Thank you, Paul. Bilingual? Yes, I am. This one is from Space Daily. It came out yesterday. It says apple-sized rocks 4 kilometers below Central Pacific Ocean and contain more cobalt and manganese than all known land deposits combined. And mining companies are now racing to extract them from one of the least explored ecosystems on Earth, where over 90% of the local species are still undescribed. The region is called the Clarion-Clipperton Zone. It is approximately 6 million square kilometers of abyssal plain stretching between Mexico and Hawaii, roughly the width of the continental United States with an average depth of around 5,000 meters. So the Clarion-Clipperton Zone is approximately 6 million square kilometers of abyssal plain stretching between Mexico and Hawaii, roughly the width of the continental United States, with an average depth of around 5,000 meters. The seafloor across this region is in places densely covered in polymetallic nodules, dark, rounded, mineral-rich rocks, roughly the size of an apple or a small potato. They sit on the sediment surface like scattered eggs across a vast, muddy plain. The closest light from the surface has not reached them in at least 4 billion years. You speak as though you can tell a very convincing story. The nodules took millions of years to form. Each one began as a fragment of shell, bone, or hardened sediment on the abyssal floor. Around the nucleus, dissolved metal in the surrounding seawater and pore water have layer by layer slowly precipitated and crystallized. The growth rate is approximately a few millimeters per million. The nodules currently lying on the Pacific seabed are, in some cases, older than the species of human looking at them. Some are older than the species of primate that humans descended from. Each nodule on the strongest current dating estimates is between 2 and 10 million years old at minimum. Oh, it's okay. I'm reading an article from Space Daily. Okay, what the rocks actually are. The mineral content varies by region, but the nodules in the Clarion-Clipperton zone are particularly rich in four metals that the global energy transition depends on. Each nodule is approximately 25 to 30% manganese, 1 to 2% nickel, 1 to 2% copper, and 0.2 to 0.3% cobalt by weight. The exact proportions vary, but the same four metals dominate every sample analyzed since the first systematic surveys in the 1970s. The United States Geological Survey, in its most recent published assessment, estimates that the total contained metal in the Clarion-Clipperton Zone nodule field alone exceeds the combined cobalt and manganese in every known terrestrial reserve on Earth. The metals matter because every battery in every electric vehicle currently being manufactured uses one or more of them. Cobalt is essential to current lithium-ion battery chemistry. Nickel sits at the cathode of the most energy-dense modern battery cells. Manganese is used in both batteries and steel alloys, and copper is the foundational conductor for nearly all electrical infrastructure. The wind turbines, the solar inverters, the transmission lines, the battery storage systems, and the electric vehicles that the global energy transition depends on all require these four metals in significant quantities. The current land-based supply chains for these metals are concentrated in a small number of countries. Approximately 70% of the world's cobalt comes from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, where the human rights record of the artisanal mining sector is one of the most documented industrial concerns of the 21st century. Approximately 60% of the world's nickel comes from Indonesia, where rainforest clearance for nickel mining has accelerated sharply since 2020. Approximately 90% of cobalt and nickel Did you guys see the hummingbird? It was hovering. Did you hear it? Approximately 90% of cobalt and nickel refining capacity is in China. Welcome in, guys. Andrew, how you doing? Value absolutely essential for our yeah. Be chilling in the seal. WA, how you doing? George Johnson, welcome in. Okay. The Clarion Clipperton zone nodules represent an alternative supply that would, by the calculations of companies proposing to extract them, dilute their geographic concentration and reduce the human rights cost of the supply chain. The catch is that the alternative supply sits inside an ecosystem that science has barely begun to understand. To understand more, check out this short. Okay, we can watch the video. So a 2023 analysis published by the Natural History Museum in London, drawing on the most comprehensive biological survey of the region undertaken to date, identified approximately 5,578 animal species recorded from samples collected in the Clarion Clipperton Zone. Of those 5,578 species, only 436 have been formally named and described by science. The remaining 5,142 species were entirely new to taxonomy, and the survey's author estimated that the figure represents only a fraction of the total biodiversity actually present. The figure of 90% under-described species is the conservative reading of the data. A peer-reviewed analysis in Scientific Reports from May 2025 reported that the discovery of two entirely new sea star species recovered from a single piece of sunken wood found in the zone, both with a group of organisms that had been studied for decades but never properly cataloged. A second analysis published in Zookeys in March 2026 identified 24 new species of deep-sea crustaceans in the zone, including one entirely new superfamily called, I'm going to try to say this, Mirabestidae, a level of taxonomic novelty that is extremely rare in modern biology. The discovery of a new superfamily means that an entire branch of the evolutionary tree, distinct from all previously known life, has been documented for the first time. What lives down there includes deep-sea sponges that grow on the surface of the nodules themselves and cannot survive without them. Ghost white sea anemones drifting on the seabed currents, translucent sea cucumbers that may be the most abundant macrofauna at the abyssal depths, worms, brittle stars, isopods, and an enormous range of microorganisms that scientists now suspect play important roles in the carbon cycling of the deep sea ocean. Many of these species have evolved over geological timescales in the specific physical conditions of the abyssal plain, including the presence of the nodules themselves, which provide the only hard substrate in an otherwise soft sediment environment. I'm doing good, Anthony. The nodules, in other words, are not only the resource the mining industry wants to extract, they are also the physical foundation that a substantial fraction of the ecosystem depends on. The International Seabed Authority, established by the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea in 1994, has spent the past 30 years developing the regulatory framework that governs mineral extraction in international waters. This authority has granted 31 exploration contracts to 22 contractors from 21 countries for prospecting and surveying activities in the Clarion Clipperton Zone. It has not, as of mid-2025, granted any commercial exploitation licenses. The regulatory code that will permit commercial extraction is still being negotiated. In June 2021, the Pacific Island nation of Nauru, sponsoring the Canadian headquartered company, the Metals Company, formally notified the International Seabed Authority that it intended to apply for a commercial exploitation permit. This notification triggered a clause in the law of the sea treaty that gave the authority 2 years to finalize its mining code. The deadline expired in 2023 without a code being agreed. On 20 On 24 April 2025, the United States issued an executive order authorizing federal agencies to begin granting licenses for deep-sea mineral extraction, both within the U.S. exclusive economic zone and in the international waters, including the Clarion-Clipperton Zone, explicitly bypassing the International Seabed Authority's regulatory process. The metals company submitted an application under the U.S. framework within weeks. The International Seabed Authority has formally opposed the action. The legal status of any extraction conducted under the U.S. framework in the territory the International Authority claims jurisdiction over is generally unsettled. China has separately announced plans to conduct nodule collection trials in its own Clarion-Clipperton Zone exploration areas in 2025. Beijing Pioneer, a Chinese state-affiliated contractor, has scheduled a test collection. China Minmetals received approval from the International Seabed Authority in May 2025 to proceed with its own mining trial. Several other contractors are in advanced testing phase. Thank you, Mike, for the rose. The trial collections carried out so far have already lifted thousands of tons of nodules from the seafloor. In 2022, the metals company subsidiary Nauru Ocean Resources collected over 3,000 tons, TONNES, of nodules from the Nori D test area in what the company described as the first commercial-scale deep-sea mineral collection test in history. The collection nodules were processed at a Pacific Metal facility in Hashinosh, Japan, into a material called calcine. Calcine? Is calcine? From which nickel, copper, cobalt, manganese, and iron can subsequently be refined. It's calcine, right? Okay, what previous disturbance experiments have shown? In 1989, a German research team conducted a controlled disturbance experiment called DISCOL, DISCOL, in the Peru Basin, approximately 1,000 kilometers south of the Clarion-Clipperton Zone, in which an 8-meter wide plow harrow was towed 78 times through an 11 square kilometer area of abyssal seafloor at approximately 4,150 meters depth. The experiment was designed to simulate on a small scale the kind of physical disturbance that commercial nodule mining would produce. The site was then revisited periodically over the following decades. The most recent comprehensive survey of the disco site, published by Daniel Jones and the colleagues in the Scientific Reports in 2019, found that 26 years after the experimental disturbance, the megafauna of this disturbed area has still not recovered. Wow. It's been 26 years and it's still not recovered. Suspension feeding animals, which depend on the surfaces of the original nodules to anchor themselves, remain significantly reduced in the plowed tracks. Mobile scavengers had partly returned. The plow marks themselves remain visible on the seafloor, essentially unchanged by 26 years of natural sediment redistribution. That's sad. A companion study published by Science Advances in 2020 examined microbial communities at the same disco site and found that even after 26 years, the microbial populations within the plow tracks had only partially recovered, and that full recovery on the team's projected trajectory may take approximately 50 years from the time of the original disturbance. The disc site is by current count the most comprehensive long-term observation of how the deep-sea abyssal ecosystems respond to physical disturbance. The early suggests in years, but in decades. That's very sad. As the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace set out in a 2023 analysis, the political opposition to commercial deep sea mining has been led by the Pacific Island states, whose exclusive economic zones and ocean dependent economies sit closest to the proposed mining areas. As of 2025, at least 32 countries have called for a moratorium or a precautionary pause on the commercial deep sea mining until the scientific understanding of the affected ecosystems is more complete. The list of countries calling for a pause now includes France, Germany, Brazil, Chile, Costa Rica, Ecuador, Fiji, the Federated States of Micronesia, Palau, Samoa, Vanuatu, and Tuvalu. Additionally, countries have called for a delay. The position of the moratorium movement is, in summary, that the science of the deep sea ecosystems being targeted is too incomplete to support a rational risk benefit decision about commercial extraction. The position of the industry, in summary, is that the metals contained in the nodules are essential to the global energy transition, that terrestrial extraction of the same metal causes documented human and environmental harm that deep sea extraction would avoid, and that the regulatory delay is producing the worst possible outcome by allowing unregulated trial collection to continue while the formal framework is debated. In other words, yeah. How you doing, Wayne? The International Seabeds Authority Council met in Kingston, Jamaica in July 2025 to continue work on the mining code. The session ended without a final agreement. What is at stake? The Clarion-Clipperton Zone is one of the largest single biological systems on Earth that has been almost entirely unstudied. It is also one of the largest single mineral resources on Earth that has been almost entirely unextracted. The intersection of those two factors is the question the next decade will resolve. The nodules took millions of years to form. The species that depend on them has evolved over similar timescales. The infrastructure required to extract them has been built in the last 15 years. The regulatory framework required to govern the extraction has not yet been agreed. The trial collections continue now on the seafloor in an ecosystem where every research expedition still discovers entire new branches of life are testing what happens when humans disturb something they have not yet finished documenting. What that disturbance does to the system that has produced the metals the energy transition depends on is on the strongest current reading of the available evidence not yet known. They need to leave that alone. They got they need to leave that alone. They don't know what kind of problems that's gonna cause. I'm not in favor of that at all. They need to leave that alone. It took those nodules millions. They say it took those nodules millions of years to form. Something that takes millions of years to form, you think you're just gonna be able to go and like disturb that, and there's not going to be no like negative effects of that. Something that's take millions of years, not days, not weeks, months, years, millions of years, right? Not 5 years, 10 years. It's completely, that's not sustainable at all. They're gonna find a loophole. They're gonna find a loophole. That's not cool at all. I think a lot of people Is it back on? Shannon, welcome in. Yeah, you're right. No loophole needed, just money. Just money. This earth does not belong to us. It doesn't. It's not ours. We're supposed to be good stewards over it. That's not being a good steward over that. You can't take from something that took all that time to form, and thinking they don't have no idea what kind of problems that's gonna cause. That makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. That's horrible. It's very horrible. That was a long article, but it was good. Physics bro say Tabby's birthday approaches. Gift her on Cash App at Tabuski. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For the love of money. That makes me so sad though. Like, yeah, maybe maybe they want it. Maybe they want it. Maybe it'll make things easier, but that's not being a good steward over what God has placed here, you know, like what God's creation. It's up to us to take care of the planet. We can't just take and take and take and take and think it's not gonna have negative impact. All those little that life, those, you know, little things down there, you know, it's gonna disrupt their little world. Why do that? Does that not matter? They don't matter. T Nick, how's it going? I'm gonna keep reading about that. Yeah, there's an E on the end, Tabuski. The ship has sailed, sank, and rotted already. It makes me so sad, Mike. Yeah, that's my. Let me scroll back up. There's an E on the end, but that's Lucas. Growing up, one of my closest friends, he called me Tabuski, so that's why I put it. Tabuski. Tabuski. My birthday is July 4th. Independence Day. I was born at 5:04 a.m. I came out early. So technically, I wasn't supposed to be born until, I think my mom said, like, end of August or September. But I came out early. I was little bitty. I was 4 pounds. I weighed 4 pounds. Whenever it's my birthday, I like to go hang out with my mom. I like to be around my mom because I feel like it's her day too, right? I don't know why I feel like that. It's a special day. It's a special day for her too. It's not just my birthday, but she had to go through a lot of pain and a lot of, you know, 4 pounds of love wisdom. Thank you. They said when I came out though, you know how you're not supposed to give babies water. They gave me water because they said I was dehydrated, and I had to stay in the hospital for a few weeks. I couldn't. My mom was like, I didn't know what was going on. She's like, they kicked me out the next day, and she's like, they kept you. She's like, I was freaking out. Like, they gonna keep my baby. They trying to take my baby away from me. Thank you, thank you. You were born at 7:45. You were early too. That's very empathetically aware of you. Hola Lorenzo, ¿cómo estás? Saludos. But yeah, I feel like it's my mom's day too. Like, I like to go hang out with her, spend time with her, tell her I appreciate her, thank her for. And the 4th of July is a favorite holiday of hers. And so, yeah, she's like, everybody eat. I don't know what's going on. Is it still spinning? Ah, I'm connected to. It's back. Let's play the word game before. Let's do the hurdle before it messes up again. All right, all right. I'm gonna start with dream. So we got a D in there. No REARN. Slavio, welcome in. How old am I? I'm 41. I'll be 42 in July. Experience. Mike, thank you for liking the live. I look way younger. I like to tell people I'm 9 years away from being 50. I'm about to be 8 years away from being 50. Oh, so D is in the right spot. We have a U and then we have a N in there, but no P or O. Yeah, I like to tell people, like when I turn 42, people ask how old I'm, like, I'm 8 years away from being 50. Mm, wise woman, thank you. Thank you, LWD. People say, what's my secret? But having a relationship with God is the secret. That and sunscreen, but definitely my relationship with God helps me not stress so much. DJ, welcome in. Try expert. Well, there's no E in it and no P because those are blacked out at the bottom. You see the EROPA and M, they're blacked out because they're not in the word. The D is in the correct spot, and the U and the N, they're in the word, but they're not in that spot. Yeah, having my relationship with God has helped me out a lot. I wouldn't be here today if I didn't have my relationship with God. Soundwave, how you doing? MH, welcome in. Let's see. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm talking about you that health. Yeah, I need because I spend so much time. So right now I have a tan. I lose it when it starts getting colder, But I'm fine with tanning, but I don't want to get the sun damage, you know. UN UN. Let's see. We would need another vowel, right? UN. How you doing, young Jeb? I see you. TJ, thank you for the repost. Johannes, welcome in. There's somewhere. Undid. I mean, we could try that one. UNDID. You want to try undid? Uh, So just if it's not like the REAM and PO, it's not highlighted. So we know those are not in the word. Put there the joke. Yo, Maki, thank you for the follow. You're very welcome, Johannes. Not sure that's a word. Undid. Undid. About questions. They're cool. Yeah, it's fine. Uh, ran back to the phone. I did. What about unwind? UN. No. WIN. No, it's not enough. Undid. You undid it. Don't undo. Too many letters. Yeah. Maybe it's not like that. Maybe the UN is not in the front. Priscilla, you said me? Me what? The place to be? Yes, it is. How you doing, Nasu? Jeremiah. Unfed? We could, there's no E. No E. Mm, is 137? Or better, do you appreciate them? Do I appreciate, do I appreciate who? Might, maybe it isn't. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Do I appreciate the animals? Yes, I do. Thank you, John Mason, for the follow. I have a cat and a dog. Dr. Sims, thank you for the follow. Mm, thank you, thank you, thank you. So there's an I. That's the vowel. We got an I. So maybe there's an I in there. Just two cats and one bird? What kind of bird do you have? I like birds. Mm, IN must be ID, I think. Color. Oh, I'm not familiar with that. She's beautiful. What color is she? It seems like as the time goes by, every time we do this, they get harder and harder. Mm, she's beautiful. How you doing, Mr. Prendergrass? I have no idea. This is the first one and we struggling on it already. My collar around my neck. Troy, welcome in. How are you? Thank you, Young Jeb. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Fluid. Oh, we need the N. We need the N. Yeah. This one we struggling with this one. Alfred, thank you for the heart me. How are you? Mm, heavy storms. Oh, be careful. You doing better? That's good. It helps when we figure out one of the first letters. Return kisses. All right, Priscilla. Blessings to you. Undid is actually a word. I mean, I thought so. Like undo something. You want to try it? You gotta be freaking kidding me. Look at that. All that time we had the word. I wanted to try it. But y'all said it wasn't a word. That's not no tabby language. That's actually a word. All you guys are all kicked off the team. Thank you, physics bro. All y'all fired. Thank you, physics bro. We would have been sitting here for a very long time. Cock wobbling. That was funny. Tabby, you see the times are hard, especially for people good. What can be a prayer? A prayer of protection. A prayer of protection. Che, welcome in. You need to undo your viewers. All right, we got an I in there. It's not in there. Tabby tickles herself. We playing the word game on YouTube, TJ, and who was to suggest that word? And I was like, I was about to put it in. They said, wait, that's not a word. And the whole time it was that word. Classic hurdle moment. Yeah, nothing beats you and Brent the other day. That's a classic. I ain't gonna say it was me, but it was me. Physics bro suggested that one. He got you on physics bro because you figured out that it was a real word. God bless you, LWD. I appreciate you. God bless you. That's so funny. Can y'all hear that honk? We called it a tabby word, and it was actually a word. It was actually a word. Thank you, Troy. Prime. Okay, we got a P and we got a I. So the I is not going to be in the third or fourth spot. How do you spell hippie? With a Y or with the IE? That's how you spell it? We can either try hippie or we can try flips. IE. Let's try flips. Well, we got the P in the right spot. Oh, why you didn't stop me? The I ain't right there. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my bad, guys. I gotta wait longer. I'm sorry. I'll wait longer. How you doing, Robert? Welcome in. That was my fault. Mm, guess this ain't your little jewel game. Rise, welcome in. Words of wonder, yeah. Yeah, I have it up today. It's warm. It's warm outside. Hippo, that checks out. Ooh, good job, 13. I was close. I said hippie. You hippo. Good job, 13. We got an O at the end. David, thank you for the follow. How are you? Where are you tuning in from? And thank you for the repost. Yay. Back on the team? Yes, you are. mm, rodeo? No, DBA. It's not enough letters. We can, let's see. We could try, which one? Jello, I got rodeo, Largo, Fargo, rodeo would fit. Yeah, we try rodeo. Okay, we can we can try Jello now. Okay, E and O in the right spot. Barbados, welcome in. I appreciate you being here, David. How's it going in Barbados? How you doing over there? Do I have my own land? No, Musab. I'm renting out a couple acres out of 240 acres. On 240 acres. I'm on 240 acres. Spencer, blessings to you. How you doing? How's everything on the farm? Kevin, welcome in. Good afternoon to you. How you feeling today? How are you? What is Bina? What's Bina? Isaac, how are you? Welcome in. Mm, BG, welcome in. How you feeling today? What's going on with you? What's going on? How you doing? How you feeling? Bina removes party. Oh, there's a comic. I'm from Texas. I'm from the U.S. I've been curious as to how you came about being a caretaker in the land. So I wasn't always a caretaker here. So when I was looking for land for a tiny house to put a tiny house, I put an ad out on Craigslist. Yossi, welcome in. And I got a lot of replies. This was the first place I came out to see, and this was the place that I liked the most. I chose. So um, at the time, I was dealing with a guy. He's about my same age or whatever, and he was the caretaker of the land. And he had some health problems, and he ended up leaving. And um, I don't know. It just I met the person that owns the property, and I don't know. It just happened like that. She trusts me or felt comfortable with me, so try it. Mezzo, try it. Okay. Mm. So it's funny because I've done like I used to be. There was a community on the other side. There's only like 3 people over there, and one of the people's about to move. But there used to be like 8, I think, people, 8 tiny homes over there. I don't know, but I was a nanny for little boys over there. So I did that for a while before became the caretaker of the property. All right, guys. You want to try gecko? Remember the story of the boys who just popped in my head about how, oh, yeah, they were cool. They were a lot. I'm not used to taking care of little boys at all. They tough. Very tough. Ooh, there we go. Gecko. Can I play Indonesian? What do you mean? Yay, they helped us out. There's a G and an E in the first spot. There we go. Who suggested gecko? Thank you, Mr. Fran. Thank you. Got you one. I send you on another platform, sent a message. Okay. Which platform? Instagram? Germs? Genie? Ooh, there you go. Yay. Mm. So does that mean there's two E's in there? Happy, welcome in. I'm not married. Does that mean there's two E's? What about greed? Greed. Ooh, Tabby got her one. Yay! That last one was easy. Yay! Total tries 92%. Booyah! Best score 10,000. We did good. We did good on the last one. What was the score for today? We did good. We did very good. That undid had us looking at the screen for a while, trying to figure out where am I from? I'm from the US. Undid had us staring at the phone for a good little bit, trying to figure it out. It did. Let's play Word Wonder for a little bit. It had us looking at the phone. Oh, for sorry y'all, I swiped out. Team Tabbyland. Good job, guys. Undid. We would have been staring and staring had Physics Bro not fact checked, not verified it was actually a word. Thank you, Physics Bro. He saved us some time. Get the guy, welcome in. He saved us some time. Get the guy, thank you for that. Heart me, how you doing today? Mike and Brent, why you recommend Undid? We use Undid in UK Live, really? Or Ruby Tulips? Yeah, I like that, Ruby Tulips. Ruby Tulips. I don't know if I'm gonna keep Ruby Tulip or I'm gonna change it to OffGridTabi. I don't know. It's not vanilla. Villain. There we go. No, there we go. Some folk got dirty minds, not me. Yeah, sometimes when they come in, they say it like that. They don't put tulip like TULIP. They spell it another way. I'm like, yeah, I know what you're doing. We don't have another A for the vanilla. I'm doing good, Gitaka. I'm doing very good. Mm, you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. You're so vain. Ew. Praise, how's it going? Welcome in. All right, Mr. Friend. I hope your head feels better. I'll see you. God bless you. I hope you feel better. How can y'all see the game? Oh, Mr. Hustle, I'm playing on YouTube. Lock in. Thank you for the follow. We playing on YouTube. I can't show it. TikTok be tripping sometimes. Maybe, you know. We playing a word game on Words of Wonder on YouTube. If you want to go over there, it's my channel name is called The Ruby Tulip. Yeah, no, it's different. The Ruby Tulip. TheRubytulip, like a flower. There's no spaces. The Ruby Tulip. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. DW, welcome in. Call you. Did I tried to do Bill, right? I got Neil. Wow. There we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Waya Jack, for the donuts. We don't have an ER for the booster, Jacob. Why did they show the back of the elephants? I'm rapping. Why? Thank you, Russell, for the cherries. Okay, cool, 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 cool. I'm trying to do engaged. Sometimes it won't let me click on the word. There we go. Sometimes it's been a lot better, but sometimes it still acts up. Adule, I see you. Game. Yay, we got it. Yeah, school is out, summer break. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go, there we go. I wish Tabby would take me to the beach and pick up, be on the way, but no, we have to be an adult. I'm sorry. Hope. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Russell. Oak, that's a good one. I got Coke up there. I got cake. Cake. There we go. Kruger National Park. Okay, guys, we're gonna do one more and I'm gonna head out. I'm sure Yo Yo is hungry. I'm sure her wants something to eat. Polar. That's a good one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What am I gonna feed her? I don't know. How you doing, Carl? Welcome in. How have you been? You back on TikTok? Mm. 2 3-letter words. There we go. All right, guys. I need to go make lunch. I'm pretty hungry. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. We had another classic moment playing the daily hurdle today. Undid. That's the word for today. Undid. Thank y'all for hanging out with me and giving me a bit of your time. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I pray that whatever you do it with a smile on your face and love in your heart. I will be back on tonight. It's Wednesday night for the Bible reading at 8:30 Central Time. If y'all want to come and join me, all right. I'll see you guys. Thank you, Physics Bro. Thank you, 13. Thank you, Mike, for keeping Tabby Land and the Ruby Tulip Land safe. Thank you, TJ, for coming in and hanging out with us. Thank you, James Drew. Thank you, Mr. Hustle. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys. Thank you, Russell. Be careful, Russell. Be safe while you're driving, while you're working. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys. Bye bye. Bye, you guys.